Two brands control 83% of the boots at the 2026 World Cup, and we are scoring them across 6 rounds, from price inflation to durability to the hidden cost of a superstar's name, all answering one question: which company extracts more from your wallet for less actual boot? The verdict might not land where you expect. Round 1 starts where it hurts most: your receipt. Number 1. The price inflation versus performance gain test sets the baseline for everything that follows. Nike's breakout pack. Mercurial Superfly 11 arrives at a retail price of €249, while Adidas's Road to Glory pack F50 Elite sits slightly lower at €229. But the sticker shock does not stop there. Nike's Mercurial has climbed roughly 34% in price since the 2018 World Cup, outpacing inflation and any measurable leap in on-field advantage. The latest upgrades, lighter materials, marginal tweaks in traction, and a touch more responsiveness are real, but the performance curve has flattened. Independent lab tests and player reviews show that the difference between the Superfly 11 and its predecessor is now measured in grams and fractions of a second, not game-changing breakthroughs. Adidas's F50 Elite, by comparison, has kept its price increases moderate, relying more on targeted discounts than on headline-grabbing markups. For fans, the question is clear: are you paying for innovation or just a new number on the box? In this opening round, the price tag leads the charge, and the gap between cost and actual gain is impossible to ignore. In second place, the spotlight shifts to the hidden cost of fame: what happens when a superstar's name turns into a premium on the shelf. Adidas leans heavily on this strategy with the F50 El Ultimo Tango, a boot designed as a tribute to Lionel Messi's World Cup farewell. The price tag sits a full 40% above the standard F50 Elite, yet the technical specifications, weight, sole plate, and upper materials remain unchanged. The only difference is the association with Messi, Griezmann, and Cole Palmer, turning personal legacy into a commercial surcharge. Nike's roster is stacked with global icons like Mbappé, Ronaldo, Vinicius Jr., and Pulisic, but the brand stops short of charging a documented premium for their names on the boot. Without a measurable performance boost, the Adidas approach makes the surcharge visible. Fans pay more for identity than for any tangible advantage on the pitch. This round exposes the cleanest example of celebrity branding becoming pure markup. Third on our list, the spotlight turns to what buyers actually hold in their hands: boot quality per euro. Nike's pitch revolves around its Flyweave Ultra Upper, marketed as a leap forward in material engineering. The brand's messaging leans heavily on the idea of revolution, promising lighter, thinner, and more responsive performance. Yet the premium pricing attached to these claims raises the bar for what fans expect in finish and feel. Adidas, meanwhile, relies on Prime Knit, a platform that's less about novelty and more about proven reliability. In side-by-side reviews, the Adidas F50 Elite stands out for its honest construction and tactile consistency, avoiding the hype cycle of constant reinvention. The difference becomes clear when judging touch, seam quality, and the integrity of the upper, not just how long the boot lasts, but how it feels out of the box. For the price, Adidas delivers a sense of substance that matches its cost, while Nike's innovation story often reads as justification for a higher bill rather than a better boot. Number 4 on our list turns the spotlight away from price tags and onto corporate priorities, where the money actually goes. Nike's global sponsorship spend in 2025 hits an estimated $1.6 billion, outpacing Adidas at roughly $1.3 billion. These figures cover sprawling deals with over 300 teams for Nike and more than 250 teams for Adidas, but the real question is how much of this financial firepower reaches the boots themselves. Public filings reveal little about football-specific research and development, leaving fans to use sponsorship outlay as a proxy for brand focus. For Nike, the balance tilts heavily toward marketing muscle. The company's aggressive advertising campaigns and star-studded endorsements are hard to miss, but the lack of transparent investment in actual product engineering raises doubts about who is paying for what. Adidas, while not shy about promotion, maintains a reputation for channeling more resources into product innovation. In this round, the scoreboard shifts from what's on the shelf to what's behind the scenes, and Nike's emphasis on hype over hardware becomes difficult to ignore. Number 5 brings the harsh reality check: durability. For fans, this is where the hype meets the ground, literally. Premium boots promise elite performance, but the real cost emerges when they start to fall apart before the season's even half finished. Nike's Superfly 9 has drawn sharp criticism after reports surfaced of the upper ripping just 3 matches in. The story isn't new. The Mercurial Vapor 12 and Superfly 6 have both faced similar complaints, with users pointing to premature tearing as a recurring issue. Nike's latest Vapor Posset Plus material, marketed as a step forward, actually shows faster wear than Adidas's Prime Knit in side-by-side reviews. By contrast, Adidas's Predator line has built a reputation for outlasting its rivals, with fewer publicized failures and a track record of holding up over time. For buyers, the difference isn't just about comfort or looks, it's about replacement pain and the true cost per wear. In the durability round, Adidas edges ahead, proving that flashy marketing can't patch a ripped upper. Number 6 on our list pulls back from the flagship hype and examines the full price ladder, entry, mid, and premium tiers. Adidas makes its case at the ground floor with the F50 Club, a boot that retails between €38 and €50. This isn't just a token budget model, it's a real football boot that delivers basic performance without the sticker shock, letting younger players and grassroots fans access the World Cup look for a fraction of the top tier price. Even the next rung, commonly set around €75, stays within reach for most buyers, keeping Adidas present in the accessible market. At the tournament itself, 54.2% of Adidas boots fall under the F50 banner, while Predator returns as a nostalgia-charged premium option, yet the lower tiers remain open, not just as afterthoughts, but as serious alternatives. Nike, by contrast, narrows its focus. Mercurial accounts for 61% of all Nike boots on the World Cup stage, and the lowest clearly documented entry point in the research sits at a steep €280. There is no equivalent to the F50 Club or even the €75 tier, meaning Nike's shelf starts where Adidas's premium segment begins. For anyone looking beyond the elite, Adidas covers more budgets with less pain, while Nike's ladder leaves most fans stranded at the bottom. In the value per tier battle, the gap between the brands is as wide as the price tags themselves. And finally, in first place, the verdict falls where the numbers land. Nike extracts more money from fans for less usable value across the World Cup boot spectrum. The test has always been simple: who takes more from the consumer while giving back less in performance, durability, and real-world access? Adidas is not cleared of blame. The brand still leans on nostalgia and star-driven markups, and its Messi tribute boots show that hype remains a powerful pricing tool. But when the full scorecard is tallied, Nike loses the rounds that matter most to regular buyers. Price inflation outpaces any measurable performance gain, durability falters, marketing spend overshadows true product investment, and the entry-level price point leaves most fans behind. Adidas, by contrast, delivers better value at nearly every rung of the price ladder, even if the edge is narrow. The conclusion is close but unmistakable. Adidas is the better value brand in 2026, while Nike stands as the bigger scam, charging more and delivering less where it counts. Across all 6 scorecards, one pattern stands out. Brand prestige now costs more than real innovation. In the World Cup boot market, hype inflates prices far beyond performance. For fans, the real game isn't on the pitch. It's in the battle for genuine value. Share your verdict below.